According to history, Vikings are known for raiding, invading, and pillaging villages one after another to then burn them to the ground. But why is that always the big talking point? How come no one ever mentions the Viking dating scene? I suppose if Doki Doki Ragnarok is any indication, I could see why, as it is rather weird. Then again, odds are this game isn't exactly going for authenticity. Unless you've managed to locate a tome which chronicles Vikings flirting with, and by playing their cards right, eventually dating villagers across Europe. Odds are we'll have to settle for this silly visual novel, however, and so let's take it from the top. After figuring out which of the three Vikings you are, your pronouns, and the sound of your grunt, it's off to the races. In your mighty teleportation-powered ship, capable of traveling the length of Europe in the blink of an eye. Because time waits for no one, and neither do the several dozen villages. So how do you go about becoming an absolute heartthrob in this quirky dating sim? Violence, chaos, and mayhem, setting buildings ablaze, making people run around in a state of panic? Goodness no, that is for other Vikings in other games. Here, the path to victory consists of saying the right thing as you sweet-talk villagers by being swoon-worthy, silly, and at times a smidge immature. Clues and hints? Tips and tricks? Oh, surely all you need is the power of love. Which, like the potential prospects, comes in many different shapes and forms. While progressing between villages only requires a 1 heart rating, there is something to be said for acquiring all 3. Even more so since you're never penalized for failure. In fact, you might be rewarded with humorous dialogue after fumbling. One way to find out, which I proceeded to do, and it was totally worth it, even if it did dent my poor character's self-esteem. They may be a fierce Viking, but it doesn't mean they're heartless. Quite the opposite, as they'd like nothing more than to leave loneliness behind, the village of their dreams taking its place. Between England, France, and the rest of Europe, there's a lot of ground to cover and a lot of villages to impress. But as long as you keep your wits about you, an Odin in your pocket, and plenty of meat, odds are you'll do just fine. While dating doesn't always make sense, in Doki Doki Ragnarok, at least it's fun. In a rather nonsensical way, starring a Viking on a mission of the heart. Makes me wish more dating sims would take a chance on the extraordinary, as this was such a joy.